We just spent 10 hours milling up lumber from logs we cut down on our property to build a lean-to off of our 40-foot shipping container that we want to move to the back of the property, which is about 2 acres away. In order to get the container to the back, we need to cut a little service road down the side of our property, which involves cutting down more trees, mostly ones that are dead. And it's another hot work day.
I am pouring sweat. What a disaster this place is. I have to do some serious organization stuff once we get this thing moved.
Honestly. We're gonna throw away half the stuff, you know?
Yep.
Oh, I need ears.
Goes oil. Got lots of cutting to do today, so I'm gonna get a new chain on the chainsaw, a bunch of bar oil, some gas, and just get this thing prepped and ready to go. And then we'll show you what all we're gonna be doing in this video.
Say that again. Bar
oil?
Okay. It's like bar oil?
Bar oil. That one gives me this much grief. Normally, I would just pass that across the other one, and it would just come out fine there. Why that was so difficult? What the? See, this is super weird. This is the right size. I mean, this is like their chain. Definitely not long enough. Timberwolf CS590. Timberwolf CS590. The bar on here says 84 links. The saw online says 81 links. Every 24-inch bar I've ever seen has been 84 links, so I was confused. Why would it be 81 links? Why is it listed as 24 inches, 81 links on here? The heck? Well, we picked up this Harbor Freight chainsaw chain sharpener, electric, because I've been hand filing these chains for a while now. And well, it was $35, so I don't know, there's some decent reviews online. We're about to find out. But I liked it because of how small and portable and whatnot it is, because we have a project coming up where we're going to be sort of out in the field, hint hint. Anyway, so I thought about it and I was like, you know what, maybe this would actually work pretty well in the field using a portable battery power station. So we got the Bouge RV power station here, and we're going to plug this thing in and see how well it works. And this could be a pretty great solution for when we are kind of far away from power, being able to keep the chainsaw chain sharpened up. So we'll see how it goes.
Say chainsaw chain.
Chainsaw chain?
5 times fast.
Yeah. It's not loud at all. Alright, let's see if I set it up correctly. For one, back her up, Terry. If it does even close to what I can do with a file, then it'll be worth it. Looking at the grind quality, I would say it's better than expected for 35 bucks, considering most chains cost more than the grinder itself. It's pretty remarkable. It also only uses like, I don't know, maybe 50 watts of power under full load, which is crazy. So it's actually perfect for what I think I want to use it for. We're gonna find out if it actually cuts half decent. Obviously that's the most important part.
The flies and the gnats and bugs are already bad, so I'm gonna put on this walrus oil natural bug off balm. I've used it before and it worked really well, so let's see if it works again. Don't really know where you're supposed to put this, like your neck, maybe your wrist. Smells like a citronella candle, but like not as strong.
All right, so this is what we're finally getting up to in this week's video. We're gonna be taking out a handful of trees, some of which are nice healthy trees, but they're in the way, and others have the top completely out of them, so they need to go. They're dead or dying. Basically, we have to take out a handful of trees down this side of our property so that we can get the shipping container down there to the back of our property. Our neighbors have kindly allowed us to be able to use their land if we need to get it back there. However, we need to go ahead and start cutting us a path to get back there so that we're not just like constantly on their property anytime we need to get back there, right? So that's what we're starting off with. This is also going to give us some of the logs that we need to complete the sawmill, even though we have quite a few. Sawmill?
Yeah.
We have quite a few logs over there, but these logs will go towards building this as well as other things. So some of them are going to be kind of tricky, like in the sense that there's not a great place to drop them.
Good point.
I'm just thinking about that now. I'll start off in the back with some easy ones. Alright, I got my sights set on 3 right here. This first one behind me is a good healthy tree, but it's in the way. The next 2 are 2 that have the tops taken out of them from the last hurricane. And we're going to try to domino these trees. So I'm going to cut the front wedge cut out of these 2 with the no tops in them. I'm going to start my back cut, and then I'm going to come and cut down this last tree, aim a little to the right, and hopefully all of these branches on the left side of the tree are going to swoop down and knock those 2 trees over, so we'll get 3 trees in 1.
You can do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, in theory you can do that. Gotta be real careful about the dead ones. That one ended up being basically no center in it. And then they can do that. They can go anywhere where they want. Thankfully, I had a safe place to get away.
Wow.
That thing is powder. It's not even a tree
It's
anymore.
like MDF, like wet MDF.
Oh, well, we got 2 of them. Escaped to death with the other one.
Yeah.
But I felt a bit of back pressure. That's why I decided to get on the tractor. Back pressure meaning I could feel the blade getting pinched, meaning the tree was sitting back. Like, that's why I got out of the way with this one. Was I felt just something weird in it, and I knew that it was pretty dead. I didn't know it was this dead, but I felt something pretty weird, and I just was like, okay, I'll back up. And I didn't even know it was gonna fall. I just backed up and got out of the way and turned around, and it was falling.
Oh my gosh.
But that's why it's important to be feeling it out, be paying attention.
That was stout.
I don't know if you can tell, but I am pouring sweat. It feels like it's 200 degrees outside right now.
suck at tractor work, don't know how to use the thingy-mabob. I do it opposite every time, but I got the majority of everything cleared down this little way. Not everything, but a lot of it. So now it's Dylan's turn to pick up all the bigger logs that are in the woods. But it's looking so good.
I always think this is so crazy, the amount of sap that instantly comes out of these trees.
I think we're gonna have lumber for the next 2-3 years now. It's also so hard to tell on camera, but just those trees that we took out opens the space up so much that I don't think we're gonna have any issues with having enough room. We have something to share with you that will change your outdoor adventure game. Buying ice for your cooler when camping or for a road trip is such a hassle and honestly feels like a waste of money. And that is now why we use our Bouge RV fridge. And they're the sponsor of this video. Whether we are camping on the road or working outside, this fridge keeps our snacks and drinks at the perfect temperature that we can manually adjust to keep items frozen or cold. Its compact size and efficient cooling technology make it a breeze to carry, while the spacious interior provides ample room for all your essentials. I think it's even lighter than a cooler full of ice. It's also super quiet when it's running. The interior is actually 13.8 inches by 9.8 inches by 13 inches. That's 25 bottles of water, or 40 cans, or 6 2-liter bottles. You can plug the fridge into a standard wall outlet or car outlet, or use the Bouge RV 220 watt-hour portable power bank that can power the fridge for 6 hours and can be integrated in its own spot. Real quick, this battery comes with a flashlight and other outlets to power all of your other electronics. Now that it's getting closer to peak camping season, this thing is going to be going everywhere with us. Links to this fridge and the battery will be linked down below, and there's also a sale happening right now. Thank you, Bouge RV. Now back to the video.
Y'all missed an absolute downpour in the last clip of this video. Molly and I just barely made it inside. Well, we didn't really, did we?
No.
We got pretty much soaked. We ended up just basically taking a shower in the rain. But we're back out here today, and it still looks like it just wants to rain.
So we gotta get moving.
I know, but we're gonna get some more stuff cleaned up and get this area looking right nice.
convenient, huh?
Look, let me tell you what. Of all the things in the world going to electric, you got cars, you got whatever else. All sorts of stuff going to electric. This right here, this is what's always needed to be electric. Who needs ice? Check this thing out. No ice. No ice to melt and get everything wet in there. You know, it's fine with drinks, but what if you want to have some apples or something?
That's true.
Just get soggy and nasty.
I wish we have always had this, honestly. You know how nice this is? Especially when we...
Best thing since sliced bread right there.
Especially when we're working out here. How nice to have that.
I'm thinking road trips.
Oh, that too.
Reach in the back seat.
Which I've done.
Cold beverage. Yeah.
And it's nice.
Or the beach. I don't know, just how many times have you gone, oh, I'll take a cooler, and then you go, I have to go get ice. And then you're like, nah, it's not worth it. Gotta go get ice, gotta pay, what's like $4 for a bag of ice these days?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Waste of money.
Battery powered. Let's go take a gander at what all we've gotten done.
It looks incredible.
We still have lots of stumps. Well, hopefully not that many. There's probably only, maybe 3 or 4 that are absolutely critical that have to be ground. Grinding stumps just takes a long time, and I'm not the biggest fan, but we're gonna get it done. So we got a couple of stumps to grind. Obviously there's a lot of brush we still need to get up. There's gonna be a lot of dirt work and stuff that needs to happen, but the plan is that the container is gonna come in right through here, and it's gonna go this way instead of that way, almost entirely because it gives us a little bit more room. It blocks our distant neighbor that way, but that's less of the point. We have quite a big slope. It doesn't show up on camera at all, but over 40 feet, I want to say it's like over 12 inches, like maybe 16 inches. It kind of depends on where you're at. So if we did it this way, then that end of the container would be at least 12, but probably more like 16 to 18 inches off the ground. Whereas if we go this way, then our slope is across the 8-foot section, so it's going to be minimal, maybe 3 inches or so difference in height. And yeah, so that's the primary reason of putting it in this way. And I don't know, I think it'll be the right choice.
Yeah, well now you're going to have your lean-to over that way, so you can just drive
and
straight in.
Hopefully a second one on this side.
Yeah.
So eventually, not right away, but eventually we'll have 80 feet of lean-to. So the plan is on this side, it'll be sawmill and lumber storage. This side, it'll be tractor, implement, and trailer storage. So it's gonna be a lot of space.
And I'll get it out of my yard.
Yeah, a lot of space. Molly will be happy, which means I'll be happy. It means I can get back here. You know how far away it is? You're gonna have to scream at me
I have
to come in.
call you.
You're literally gonna have to call me on the phone. I'm gonna be out here tinkering away. We are gonna have to figure out a power solution. With that said, we are very far from power, and it is not even remotely in the budget to run a dedicated power line back here. So solar, batteries, those types of things, gonna be in the mix back here. So if you have any suggestions, leave a comment down below, because I'm interested to hear about that. As well as I've changed my plans on how I'm doing the beam that I talked about in last video across here, so you have to wait and see that in the video where we do lean-to. But now the plan is we're gonna have 20-foot span across here. Gonna be a large, wide opening for the sawmill and for lumber and logs to get in and out of. So a lot of stuff happening. Only so much we can do in one single video, but hope you guys enjoyed this one. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, because you clearly like it if you made it to this point. So subscribe and get notified of when we have another one come out, which should be this time next week. So see you in the next one. Peace.